Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya and I'm so happy you're here. Welcome if you're new around here. I post vlogs, series, get ready with me, and a little bit of everything in between. So if you're into that, of course, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media because I'm not even post what I'm about to film or what I'm about to upload on my, what is going on right here, on my social media. So if you don't like surprises, then follow, subscribe, say hi, hello, how you doing? Speaking of social media, on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, starting October 1st, it's gonna be the third year of me posting 30 horror movies for the month of October, or 31 technically, because it's 31 days left. You pick up what I'm putting down. So if you want to discover new movies or watch clips of movies that you used to love that scare the hell out of you, go ahead and follow and subscribe to me on there. Now, some of you are probably looking at this title being like, wait a minute, I think I've seen this video before. You probably have. 300 people actually watched this video before. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. But I sometimes look back at my YouTube channel and I private videos that I filmed on my phone. Not saying that if you film videos on your phone, it's like bad or nothing, because you know how Apple is. They're always like, oh, the camera upgrades with each phone. Like, okay, Miss Girl.
Miss who?
But basically, any videos that I feel like are just bad quality because I didn't have a camera back then, I private or refilm, or just private in general, because I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit I used to put on here, I mean, the internet is forever, but I want some control over that. But because it is the fall season, I live in LA. Fall does not start until like December, and then by then it's like almost winter, so it doesn't really count. And because it is the Halloween horror thriller season, I decided to refilm this video, but with a little bit of a twist. I'm going to tell you guys who I think attacked who in the Scream movies, also in the reboot of I Know You Did Last Summer. Here is the timestamp of when I start talking about the movie, so you don't get spoiled, because the movie is like fresh, even though like we all know how movies are. They get like a month and a half, maybe even 2 months in the theaters before it's like, all right, get an HBO Max subscription if you want to see this forever. So like I said, we're talking about who I think attacked who in the Scream movies. I'm obviously not going to talk about Scream 3 because, spoiler alert, if you've never seen these movies, the first 3 came out like 20 years ago, so you guys to get on your Zoom D, but I don't know what to tell you. But in Scream 3, there's only one attacker, Roman, who is revealed to be the half-brother to Sidney Prescott. Now, if you need a little bit of a refresher of what Scream is, like the first 4 movies, the main protagonist is Sidney Prescott. She is being attacked, harassed, stalked, because her mom was what the kids would call a 304. What they would call. I only have like a 15-year-old brother, so that's not like a child, but he is online, unfortunately, which scares the fuck out of me. Yeah, that's what they would call her, and she's getting attacked because her mom, like, I really, saying that out loud, it makes no sense, because like, why are you attacking me because my mom, like, was doing stuff with people? That doesn't make any sense. But nonetheless, it makes for a great movie. If you don't know, Scream is like my favorite horror movies. And then in Scream 5 and 6, the main protagonist, Tara and Sam, I guess you could say, they're getting attacked because it is revealed that Tara's dad is Billy Loomis, who is one half of the attackers in the first Scream movies. And again, why are you attacking me because like what my parents did? Like, I wasn't alive, I wasn't aware, nor do I care. But let's get into it. So Scream 1, we have our attackers Billy and Stu, and the people who were attacked, we have Casey, Sydney like 3 times, the principal of the school, Billy, I put that in quotes like I said, he is one half of the attackers, and Zooey. Did I say the principal already? I think I did say the principal already. Okay, I need to stop drinking like 2 things of coffee every day. Anyways, the first attack is on Casey, and I think it's pretty obvious that Billy was the one who attacked her, because Stu was all like, oh yeah, I was with Tatum, who, oh, I didn't put Tatum. Oh, I didn't put Tatum. Tatum, I'll say who I think attacked Tatum later on, but I literally forgot about her. Oh my gosh, that's not so demure of me, because Stu was all like, oh yeah, I was with Tatum, and Tatum is his girlfriend and also Sydney's friend. So who else could have attacked her? Billy, yeah, exactly. I also think when Sydney first got attacked, this girl got attacked like 3 times in the first movie. My gosh, she was running for her life. I think it was Billy, and again, I think it's made obvious because when she calls the cops and the cops come, Billy is right there at her door, but it could have been Stu. It could have been Stu, but I think it's made obvious that it was Billy, because like, how are you right there? Suspicious, yeah. And then Sydney gets attacked once again at the school, like literally not even 12 hours, maybe it was 12 hours later. Anyways, she gets attacked again at the damn school, and I think it's Billy because there's a voice that goes, Sydney, and I think that's Billy. I think that's Billy. And then the principal gets attacked. And also I think it's pretty obvious that this is Billy as well, because Stu is with Tatum and Sydney. So who else is there? Billy, yes, exactly. Tatum gets attacked, and I think it's pretty obvious that's Stu as well, because Billy goes into like the party or whatever, and Stu comes out of nowhere, and he's like, ah. So I think Stu got his girl, which is really, that's why you do that. Billy gets attacked, and I think it's pretty obvious that it's Stu because they're both the attackers, but Billy had to make it look like, oh my god, I'm getting attacked too, oh my god, Sydney, save me. Dewey gets attacked, I think that was Billy, and then Sydney gets attacked in the van, and I think that was Stu. I think Billy did most of it because he had more of a motive, because it's revealed that his dad had an affair with Sydney's mom, which again, why are you attacking this girl because of what her mom did? Like, that's just like unfair. Like, her mom died too, like, and y'all allegedly unalived her. Anyways, we have Scream 2. Our two attackers once again are Mickey and Debbie Salt. Mickey is a college student alongside Sydney and Randy. Randy was the one of the other main characters in the first Scream, and Debbie is the mom of Billy, but we don't find that out into the end. Okay, now the attacks are, or the victims are Maureen, Phil, Cece, Sydney / Derek, Randy, Dewey / Gail, and Hallie. Is it Hallie or Haley? See, the thing with having common names is that sometimes they're spelled differently and also like pronounced differently. Like, my name is Maya, but Maya is spelled like 5 different ways. Hallie is also spelled 5 different ways and said like 5 different ways. Like, it's a headache. It's a headache that a lot of people unfortunately suffer with. Now, Maureen and Phil get attacked, and I think that was Debbie. I also think Debbie attacked Cece. And now hear me out. Hear me out. I rewatched these movies the other day, and here's why I think Debbie attacked Maureen, Phil, and Cece. Because 2 reasons. There's one part where Debbie is talking to Gail, and she's all like, well, it seems as though like the attackers are from Woodsboro, because it seems as though they're repeating Woodsboro, because there's another scene where Gail, and I also think it's Dewey, they're with the cops, and the cops are like, wait a minute, these names are really similar to the first victims in Woodsboro, aka the first Scream movie. So I think it was Debbie, because she's also from Woodsboro, so she would know like whose name sounds similar to the victims from the first Scream movie. You pick up what I'm putting down. Also, we go on to Sydney and Derek. Derek is Sydney's boyfriend in this movie. Maureen and Phil are like just a couple seeing stabbed, which is a parody of Scream, and Cece is just a college student who unfortunately gets attacked. I think Sydney and Derek got attacked by Mickey only because they were at a party, and like they were leaving the party, and Mickey was also at this party, so he would know where they are. And then, hi, Randy. Randy gets attacked. Oh my god, Randy was so funny. Him and Dewey's death, I low-key can't get over. I think Randy got attacked by Debbie because, again, he's from Woodsboro, she's from Woodsboro, and there's one point where, like, because he gets the phone call first, right? That's how it is. You get the phone call, you get attacked. He talks about how the attackers are trying to copy Billy and Stu, and he calls Billy like a pussy-ass mama's boy, and Debbie don't like nobody talking about her son like that, so she went in for the kill. Literally. Then we have Dewey and Gail once again. I think this was Debbie because Woodsboro connection. You pick what I'm putting down. And then Hallie gets attacked. I think that was Mickey because I think Debbie was too concerned with Dewey and Gail. I think Mickey did this. I think Mickey did this. The reason why I think Debbie did most of the attacks is because she was attacking people who A, had similarities to the victims' names in Woodsboro, and B, attacking people who were from Woodsboro and had to do with the unaliving of her son. Because again, she don't like anybody playing with her son like that. No. Like I said, we're skipping Scream 3. We're going on to Scream 4, where the attackers are Charlie and Jill. Jill is the cousin of Sydney, and Charlie is just like a random high school student who also is trying to like be the... He's trying to be like the Sydney and Randy because he has a huge crush on Jill, yada, yada, yada. The victims are Jenny, Marnie, Olivia, Jill, and Sydney, Rebecca, Gail, 2 cops, Kate, and Robbie. Now, who I think attacked Jenny and Marnie, I think this was Jill. I don't know why I think this was Jill, but I think it's Jill nonetheless, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. Also, leave your comments, thoughts, and opinions down below on who you think attacked who and your reasoning why. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, put them down below. I don't know why I think this is Jill. Just stay with me here, let me cook, okay? Now, Olivia gets attacked, and it's pretty obvious that this is Charlie because Jill is with Kirby. She can't be in 2 places at once or else it would be super obvious, you know what I mean? Olivia is Jill's like across the street neighbor. Then we have Jill and Sydney, they get attacked. And obviously this is Charlie because again, Jill can't attack herself without revealing herself as Ghostface. Like we gotta wait till the end, diva. Then we have Rebecca. Rebecca is Sydney's like publicist or agent. I think it's her publicist because like she's like looking her for shit or whatever. I think that was Charlie only because when Rebecca gets attacked, there's one part where like the thing that, you know, the weapon's in her, and Ghostface is looking at her as if like he wants to be in her. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that scene is just like, if you've seen the Scream 4 movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, that scene went a little too long, I don't know. Then we have Gail. I think Charlie did that because there's like a stab marathon party and Jill's talking about how she needs to break out of her house because she's on lockdown because of all the attacks. I think that was Charlie because I think Charlie would have had more motive because he's one of the people that like loves the stab movies franchise, etc. Then we have the cops. I think that was Jill. And basically just cops outside of Jill's house to protect her because Sydney's in there, and you pick up what I'm putting down. Then we have Kate, who is Sydney's aunt slash Jill's mom. I think this was Jill only because when it's revealed that Jill is part of one half of Ghostface, she's all like, oh, my own mother had to die and now what? And I'm feeling like she did that. I feel like she did that, I don't know. Because also like she was at this point in the process of looking to sneak out, and it happened at the house where she lived, so I feel like she would know how to get to her mom easily. Yeah. Then we have Robbie. Robbie is a friend of Charlie and a classmate of like Charlie, Jill, non people. I think that was Charlie only because Jill is all like, oh, I look for my phone because my ex is here and I did not text him and I know where my phone is, yada yada yada. But I think that was Charlie because he walked off kind of mad. So yeah, I could be wrong, but maybe I'm right. I don't know. Then we go on to Scream 5. Like I said, the main protagonists are no longer Sydney. Like, they're not attacking her, they're more attacking Tara and Sam. Although Sydney does get the phone call. Did she get attacked? She does get attacked. She does get attacked. She does get attacked. I really just like watch these movies. Oh my god. Now, the 2 attackers are Amber and Richie. Amber is a student of Whisboro High and a friend of Tara. And Richie is the boyfriend of Sam. Our victims are Tara, Vince, Wes slash Judy, Dewey, hi Dewey, Mindy, and Chad. Tara, it's pretty obvious that this is Amber because Richie is in Modesto with Sam, and Amber is like the one whose phone gets like hijacked or whatever. I don't know. I think that was Amber for real. Also because it's shown that they are friends. So I feel like Amber would have known when Tara was home and like home alone, all that good stuff. Then we have Vince. Vince is revealed to be the nephew of Stu Macher. I think that was Amber only because they're at like this bar. They're in high school, so they can't get into a bar. Then again, Woodsboro seems like it's a very small town, and I feel like when you're in a small town, like you could get into bars easily. I don't know, I live in LA, it's a pretty big city. And Amber was in the bar, so she would have known how to get to Vince. And Richie, I think, was in the hospital visiting Tara, so it's pretty obvious that this was Amber. Then we have Wes and Judy. Judy is a cop, and Wes is also a former classmate. I think this is Amber because, again, I think Richie's in the hospital with Tara and Sam and all them people. Dewey, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Dewey get attacked and also like eliminated, I was like, I cried. I cried. Listen, I don't want to talk about it. That shit, that hurt. That low-key hurt, okay? I think it's pretty obvious that this is Amber only because Richie once again is with Tara and Sam. Then we have Mindy. Mindy and Chad are twins and they are the niece and nephew of Randy. I think Mindy got attacked by Amber and Chad got attacked by Richie. Now the reason why I think Richie only did one attack is because Amber was fucking crazy. Amber was insane. Okay, but I kind of lived for her. I'm so glad that Mikey Madison got an, what did she get, like an Oscar or Emmy? I'm glad that she got an award because if you guys know anything about horror films, they do not get recognized by the Academy Awards. Do you know how much skill you have to present being crazy or being scared, etc.? Come on now, come on now. I think she had more of a motive too. Especially since like she lived in Woodsboro, she knew of Sam's secret, and Richie was just there just because I feel like Loki, he was a creep. Stop meeting up with people that you meet on online forums. Okay, okay. Then we have Scream 6, which is the last Scream movie. I'm gonna say it one more time. Scream 6 is the last Scream movies. Scream movie. Okay, let's get into it. Now, our attackers are Ethan, Quinn, and Wayne. Ethan and Quinn are college students alongside Tara. Ethan is the roommate of Chad, and Quinn is Sam and Tara's roommates, and Wayne is a detective on the NYPD. There's 3 movies where they're in Woodsboro and 3 movies where they're not in Woodsboro. Wait, did I get that right? Scream 1, Scream 4, Scream 5. Yeah, it's like 3 and 3, like they're split. And then our victims are Jason, Sam, Tara, a bodega worker, Dr. Stone, Quinn / the group, Gail, Midney, and Chad. Once again, they got attacked twice. And they survived. And they're black. Wow, we're kind of switching it up here. Okay, Jason is someone who attacked his teacher because he was trying to continue Ricky's legacy. Like, okay, girl, I think you got what you deserve. Oh, who said that? Not me. I think this was Ethan because it's shown that Quinn is in the apartment that she shares with Tara and Sam. So I think this is Ethan. And then Sam and Tara get attacked at the bodega. Also, a person who works at the bodega gets attacked. I think this was also Ethan, but it also could have been Wayne. Because where was it that Sam's ID was left? Wait, that could have been Jason too. Because her ID was left, and who has access to like all that stuff? The police. And Wayne is part of the... Oh, wait a minute, maybe I'm changing it up here. Hold on a minute. No, because hold on a minute. Then we have Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is the therapist to Sam. I think this was Quinn because Ethan is shown to be with the group like Sam, Tara, Mindy, Chad, Annika, all them people. Like I think this was Quinn's doing. And then Quinn gets attacked as well as the group. I think this was Ethan because Ethan didn't really have an alibi. He was like, I had econ. Whatever that fucking means. Then we have Gail. Gail gets attacked. I think this was Ethan once again because that chase scene was insane, and I feel like there's one point where he's like, you're right, I'm at the elevator, I feel like that was Ethan. I feel like Quinn would have not backed down. Quinn was, again, she was fucking crazy. She was running the party out. Then we have Mindy. I think it's pretty obvious that this was Ethan, but it also could have been Quinn or maybe like Wayne because they had told Wayne like we're gonna take Ghostface to a good location and lock him up or like lock him in, but Ethan was in the same like train cart as Mindy, so like how could Wayne have known what cart you're gonna go to? Because like a train has like what 5 or 6 different carts, so how would he have known what cart to go to? Ethan was with Mindy, but she was like, you're Ghostface, Eva, get away from me, I want no parts. So it could have been Ethan, but like how could if he changed his Ghostface, attacked her, and then ran back because he wasn't like close to her because she was like, you're Ghostface, like there's no way. So it could have been Ethan, it could have been Quinn, it could have been a little duel situation, I don't know. And then Chad gets attacked. I think it's pretty obvious that this is Quinn and Ethan only because it is revealed that they are siblings and they do that little, that's some sibling shit right there if I've ever seen one. Then we go on to the remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which came out in July of this year. Now, I've said this already, I enjoyed this reboot. It was so camp and it turned the party out. And I also said that I liked how they followed the Scream formula where they have, it's probably not the Scream formula, it's probably been done before, but like this is from what I've seen, where they bring back the original big 3, Sydney, Gail, Dewey, Ray, Julie. Well, Helen is unalive, but like she makes a cameo. I guess you could say Carla, even though she's only in the 2nd movie. Okay, so speaking of, there's 3, I guess technically 4 now. I Know What You Did Last Summer. There's I Know What You Did Last Summer. I still Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'll always Know What You Did Last Summer. I'll always Know What You Did Last Summer, but it's been so long, but no one talks about that movie. I have to rewatch it because you know when I rewatched it, this is, oh my god, I'm really gonna age myself when I say this. I watched that movie when Hulu was still free. Yes, Hulu for a while was free. And then they wanted that money. Now, the attackers in I Know What You Did Last Summer are Stevie. Stevie is part of the group, and Ray, as we all know, Ray was part of the original group that was getting attacked. And they say 30 years ago. I'm almost 30. It's a head scratcher right there now, isn't it? Now the victims are Wyatt, Tyler / Ava, Danica, Milo, Teddy, and Grant, and Judah. Now Wyatt, I think, was attacked by Stevie. Wyatt is the fiance of Danica. Only reason why I think Stevie did this is because she was already friends with Danica, and she would have known how to get into her house. I think she was already at her house because there was like a engagement party. So I feel like she would have known how to get to Wyatt fast. Also, like, there's like a message where it's like you can't erase the past. So I feel like that's also a motive as to why I think Stevie would have done this. Then we have Tyler and Ava. I think this was Ray, only because Ava survived, Tyler didn't. And when Tyler was getting attacked, she goes, you. And I think the reason why she said you is because it was Ray. Because Ray, I feel like, was public. Like, he was known because he was getting attacked and all that stuff. Like, he got attacked like 2 years back to back, or like, you know, according to like the films and all that stuff. I don't know if she would have known who Stevie is. Like, I'm not sure if Stevie was like a well-known person. I think this was Ray. Also, because they're in the location where Helen got attacked, again, 30-something years ago. Then we have Danica. I think this was Stevie because Danica's at the cemetery visiting Sam, who was the person who got unalived in the, you know, in the incident that makes this big old movie, you know, when someone knows what they did last summer. And also, yeah, they're visiting the victim, and it's revealed that Stevie knew the victim, and there was fresh flowers. I feel like Ray wouldn't never, like, probably wouldn't have cared about this person, but Stevie did. She knew this person. I think this was Stevie. I think this was Stevie. Then we have Milo. I also think this was Stevie because at this point, they're all like, okay, we need to like huddle up at this house and be safe. You know, groups stick together, yada, yada, yada. I think this is also Stevie. Then we have Teddy / Grant. Grant is Teddy's dad. Is that right? Grant, Teddy? Yeah, that's right. I also think this was Stevie only because she knew the group, so she knew who to attack and how to attack them. Like, that's her friend. She knew where he lived, etc., etc. Then we have Judah. Judah is a priest, and he was initially like the first suspect that the group and the police thought were attacking this group. I also think this was Stevie only because she also knew Judah. Like, she knew who he was. And that's the end of who I think attacked who in Scream. And I know what you did last summer. Again, let me know your comments, thoughts, and opinions down below of who you think attacked who and why you think I'm wrong. And it's okay. I can admit when I'm wrong sometimes. Don't worry. Again, happy fall, happy Halloween. Again, subscribe and follow if you want to see what movies I'm going to post for next month. I do have a list. Is it finished? I don't know about that one. It's almost finished. Don't worry. I got you. But I hope to see you guys next time. But until then, stay strong, stay safe, YOLO, mwah, spray your sunscreen, and drink your water. Heavy on drink your water.